It's time now for Carter's Corner. Everything Bay Area sports on the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Here is your host, Carter Kim.
Hello, I'm back. Okay, to be clear, I have been sick for the past few days. I know I promised to do better than this. I'm very sorry that I've been sick, but I promised to do better. So thank you guys for bearing with me. And Johnny, Daniel, it's good to see you. But most of all, welcome back to Carter's Corner. I am Carter here on Northern Lights Sports and Entertainment, talking to you about all sports, national, but mostly close to home here in the Bay Area, where I am home actually. After a long quarter at UCSC and school, I'm back here. So it's good to be back. It's good to be talking again. 49ers are not going to make it to the playoffs. That's too bad. But yeah. I don't think Nate Lowe will stay in Washington, and he'll probably get traded at the deadline. We'll have to see. I haven't heard a lot, but let's see what I've missed in free agency. Oh yeah. Some important stuff. Cody Bellinger, Sagano is going to the Orioles. Max Kepler is going to the Phillies. Urshela to the A's. Sandoval to the Red Sox. Trevino will be traded to the Reds for Alex Jackson and Fernando Cruz. Christian Walker will be playing for the Astros, which was pretty cool. Goldschmidt will be playing for the Yankees. And Jesus Luzardo will be playing for the Marlins, even though that's a little disappointing. Hold on, I'm going to blow my nose. Oh, sorry. Nice car. I always like going back home to the Bay. Where is home for you? I'm here in El Cerrito. Very gray up here in the hills, but it's really nice. I really like being back here in the Bay. It's just fantastic to just be here, be around the food, be around the people. It's nice. I've been doing some Christmas shopping for my family, and I managed to get everybody what they wanted, hopefully. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's always nice to be back home in the Bay. But I'm here in El Cerrito in like the Kensington Hills. But that's nice. Anyway, Jesus Luzardo was a guy that we all talked about as a possibility of coming here to the Giants if we could trade for him. But that obviously didn't end up coming to fruition because, things haven't been great. But it's good to know that he's going to a decent team and that the Miami Marlins are trading basically. And, well, yeah, it's interesting. The Yankees might as well get Flaherty and Arenado. I think they're going to get Flaherty. I think they'll get Flaherty, like you said. That's very possible that they're going to send Jazz back into the outfield at center field. I think that Flaherty is up in the air, in my opinion. He could go a lot of places. Teams really would like him as like a mid-tier rotation piece, just as somebody that you can trust. It's going to be interesting. Cool. My mom lives in Marin County. I hear you. Yeah, it's really nice to be back home, and I like everywhere here in the Bay. It's just fantastic. It's just good to be home. I do miss some friends back at UCSC, but obviously it's important for me to be home right now. It's to be home for the holidays, especially since it's going to be like 3 days until Christmas, or 2 days actually, but it'll be interesting. But it's good to be back. I'm sorry I've been very sick. I haven't been able to keep, I had some problems with my breathing and I had to go, but yeah. Fried and Flaherty are good buds too, aren't they? I haven't heard much about their relationship, but I hear that they're good. I mean, both would be great additions to the Yankees. But I also really want to criticize Max Fried for shaving his facial hair. That looks so gross. I can't even lie. Imagine the Suns giving Jimmy buckets. No, I would hate that. I would really, really not like that. I mean, as a Warriors fan, I would love to get Jimmy Butler, but we'll have to see. Huh. Okay. But yeah, Goldschmidt is way better than Rizzo. No, Goldschmidt is a massive upgrade at first base than Rizzo. I mean, let me just go look at some information really quick. Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt, he didn't play particularly great last year, but he played okay. He had that credible 2022 where he was just raking. He had a great year that year. He didn't have a great year 2024. To be fair, he actually didn't have less at bats. He should have been playing better, but it was a very mediocre year for him. But it's just a 1-year band-aid for the Yankees. You might as well. 4 MVPs: Judge, Stanton, Goldie, and Bellinger. I mean, yeah, it's some. To be fair, all 3 of those guys are a little older. To be fair, but Judge is obviously. You just need to surround Judge with decent talent, and you'll be okay. But the Yankees really fumbled a good opportunity with Juan Soto just because they didn't want to pay him a couple $1 million more. I'll always find that funny just to troll the Yankees, but. Yeah, I will say, Daniel, the best part about your Dodgers winning the World Series was that the Yankees lost. So I will always enjoy that as much as I can. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how all this ends up being because there's a lot of people still out there. Hold on, I should get my little Google Doc that I have of whatchamacallit for the show. Yeah, is there anybody else off the board? I mean, oh yeah, there goes Sagano. He's off the board. I haven't heard much about Bueller or Means, and I haven't heard anything about Burns or Sasaki as of late. It's been pretty quiet. But yeah, and the Yankees said no sweep for you. Yeah, I don't know. They've really. But yeah, it's fun to troll the Yankees now about Soto no longer playing for them, going to the superior New York team over in Queens. But yeah, I love how Yankees fans shove 27 World Series in our faces when they literally haven't done anything. In the time that they have won, they have last won a World Series. The Dodgers have won a World Series. We've won 3 World Series. The Cubs have won a World Series. The Rangers have won a World Series. The Nationals have won a World Series. Yankees, I would just like the Yankees fans to stop trying to act so arrogant about their team when they haven't done anything. When you've won, you can act arrogant. That's why whenever I talk about the Giants, I act a little arrogant about the Giants, but it's only because I've actually seen my team win a lot. And now the Dodgers can act that way too, but it's like Yankees fans, don't talk to the real teams until you actually do something, please. But yeah, my gosh, we are still, yeah. How did my comment get deleted? I don't know. I am unaware. I'm sorry, Johnny. I am not aware. I don't know, man. Well, it just happened. Well, I don't know. It's good to be back though, y'all. It's really good to be back here in the Bay, but it's also because I've been sick for the past few days that I haven't been able to be here and talk to you guys. I'm sorry about that, but I've been very unhealthy. Seiya would be a good backup plan if you're not getting Teoscar. I mean, Seiya is a really good player. He played very well last year. I really like Seiya Suzuki. I wonder what's going to happen with him now because we do know he's being fielded for trade value. I just wonder where he's going to go. I mean, because Kyle Tucker's taking over in right. Then you have Pete Crow Armstrong in center. Left field, you have Ian Happ. First base is going to be interesting. You have third. No, you don't have third. You have shortstop filled out. You don't have – their infield is very, very shaky right now, but they do have prospects on the way. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, but we'll have to see there. Hold on. All right. What else? What other information do I have to talk about? It's probably going to be mostly baseball because there's been a lot of conversation there. I mean, yeah, ever since Soto signed, I said this before Juan Soto got signed to that big deal. I said that I guarantee after his signing, there's going to be so many big signings. So we got Fried that signed, Eovaldi signed back. Along with that, Boston got Crochet. Loaizaga is going back to the Yankees. Devin Williams got traded as well. Kyle Tucker. I mean, there was so much movement after that, and it's very interesting to see how that's all going. But I'm impressed. I really am firmly impressed. I really did say this multiple times before we talked about the Yankees. Uh, before we talked, the Yankees said that they were in on what's his name, that they were going to be in on trying to get Kyle Tucker, and I was just kind of scoffing at Yankees fans and people who were like, he's gonna go to the Yankees. He wasn't. There was no chance of that, in my opinion. It was, why the hell would the Astros trade one of their main bits of competition, a good player that they could use against them, considering how badly the Astros have owned the Yankees? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I am a firm believer that when you're a contender, you don't trade with another contender that's in your own conference. I'm also a firm believer that if you're in your own division, you don't trade them anybody. It's just, come on. It's just not very practical, in my opinion. The Rams look great right now? No. I'm sorry, but they don't. Like, what was the score? What was that score? Oh my gosh, they beat the Jets 19-9. I mean, that's one of the most abhorrent defenses in the NFL. You guys should have beat them by 50. I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, Kyron Williams gashed them for yards. That's fair. But y'all should have done so much better. If I'm being clear, y'all should have torched them. And I'm just keeping it real. Like, y'all could have easily beat these guys by 50. And y'all need to just do a little better, because you've got a lot of teams that are looking to contend for that final spot. And the Seahawks really want to keep control of that whatchamacallit. So, yeah, you guys are a good team because you're not injured and you look solid, but I'm just keeping it real. Y'all, you can't be playing close with the Jets if you're going to be serious about going to the playoffs. And this is just my analysis from what I've seen. But yeah. What else are we looking at? Yeah, Jesus Luzardo got traded today to the Phillies. I'm not sure what they traded for him, though. They sent shortstop Kaba and Boyd to the Marlins in exchange for Luzardo, 19-year-old and a 21-year-old. All right. No, that's reasonable. To be fair, we played every team close mostly, and of course, bad teams play against us. No, that's not unfair either. I agree with that, actually. Yeah. Did you guys see my comment on my first page? My chat thing is, sir. I did not see that, but I'm assuming we were talking about a stopgap until Eldridge gets up. But yeah, send a comment in, Johnny. I'm happy to hear it. I don't know why it's not saying anything. Hold on, give me a second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Niners need Sam Darnold back? No, we don't need Sam Darnold back. We have Brock Purdy, who is actually pretty good despite what anybody else says. Okay? I don't want to hear any people say, oh, Brock Purdy's this, Brock Purdy's that. I once heard a Rams fan say, Brock's noodle arm got Brandon Ayuk injured. I don't care. Okay, I just copied and pasted. Do you see it now? No, I don't. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm just not seeing it right now. Sorry about that, but that's weird. But yeah, Sam Darnold's doing a good job for himself. He learned here and he ended up getting better. And I don't care what anyone says. Like, yes, he's a good player, and I like Sam Darnold. No disrespect in how much better he's been playing. But I am a firm believer that we're okay at quarterback. We just need to rebuild and restructure because we look really bad right now because we have a bunch of bad contracts on this team and we need to reshape if we're going to be ready for next year. And honestly, I think we can be, but we need to be in much better shape. Hold on, give me a second. Maybe it's too long. I don't know. Maybe it is too long. Give me a second. Sorry, y'all. I don't want to blow my snot into the mic right now. But yeah, first base though. I mean, first base, it's going to be interesting to see what we do because I've said for a long time we're probably just going to platoon it until it's ready for Bryce Eldridge. But that's going to be a while from now. We'll have to see. This comes up with Eric Show. Will you be upset we don't make a move at first baseman? I don't think I'm too upset. I think I'll be a little bit like, okay, like we're sticking with the kind of mediocrity we have with Lamont Wade Jr. And I don't like the notion of like having like Monty and Flores back there, but it's also kind of like we don't want to create a long jam at first base. We could just get like a first base stopgap and say, hey, could you play for us for a year? I'd be cool with that. But it's kind of like I wouldn't really be a guy that would be so bullish on a first baseman. I don't think we need a first baseman. It's not a necessity. I do think we would need to worry more about a pitcher. We need to keep focusing on Corbin Burns, which is big. But yeah. But yeah, it's been very quiet on that front, by the way. Corbin Burns has just not been he hasn't been a big conversation as of late. I think we could definitely try and go get him though. I mean, there's definitely possibility that he could sign with us. I mean, there's a lot of teams that might want him, like the Blue Jays, but I've heard that he wants to come back. But as of right now, I don't think first base needs to be like a major point of concern, considering we do have Bryce Eldridge on the come up and he might be here. I don't know if he's going to be here quickly, but I do think Bryce Eldridge needs like the ability to play. And if we have like a first base like guy, if we got Paul Goldschmidt or Christian Walker, for example, they would want a decent amount of time and money. And that's not fair to Bryce Eldridge because we're trying to bring him up within the next 3 years. And if we keep messing with that development, then we're not going to be able to make him into a good big leaguer. So I think with Bryce, we can rest our heads. Well, we'll have the platoon. It'll be a little mediocre, but it'll be fine. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about first base because we have Jung Ho, Fitz, Ramos, Willie, Maddie, and Patty taking care of business on the other spots. But I think we'll be okay. Seahawks. Let me actually check the NFL scores right now. Hold on. Yeah, Seahawks are leading the Vikings. Oh god, they're getting man, Geno Smith is lighting up the Vikings from the air. Jesus. Like they are not. Like what? Man, we suck. We're not going to be able to I mean, we're doing okay right now, but we're not doing well. And then on Monday, I can't wait for Monday Night Football though with Jordan Love and the Packers. I love how those boys have been playing. They've been playing fantastic. I love those guys. Man, I really like that Packers team. They just look so good. I mean, they're unbelievable as a team, and I think they could genuinely they could make a push this postseason if things go their way. We'll have to see, but I really like that. I want the Buccaneers to beat Dallas. I mean, yeah, it's Dallas. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're the most arrogant franchise on planet Earth, and they don't know when their shit is terrible. I mean, a lot of teams know the Rams know what it's like to beat them. We know what it's like to beat them. I have the comments on showing. Let me go to the YouTube. Let me go to the YouTube, see if it works. Yeah, I don't know. They're not showing here either. I'm checking it right now. It doesn't have a whatchamacallit. Yeah, it doesn't show, Johnny. I'm sorry about that, man. It's just really strange. Hold on. But yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, they're mediocrity. We love joking about it, but they are a joke of a team. And we can, as 49ers fans, as Rams fans, as fans of the Packers and everything else, we can all rejoice knowing that we aren't that team. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry. Christian Walker can't kill the Dodgers anymore at Dodger Stadium. I mean, that guy, he was a freaking monster. I hated when my team had to face Christian Walker. He was such an annoying batter to go up against. He just hit against us so well. Partly because he just played against all the teams in the NL West for so long, but he was just one of those guys that just annoyed just annoyed me because he was so good. Oh my gosh. But yeah, what else? There's a lot of good sports news. I mean, the Warriors got screwed by the refs. Yeah, we had a gun show versus the Mavericks. The Grizzlies blew us out. I mean, we've had this last month where we've been playing pretty bad. We need to play better. But yeah, Draymond's day to day. I mean, I'm very much worried about the Warriors though. So I'm just hoping that we can do better. We can get that one extra guy that can help us get a bit of extra scoring and depth. I mean, we need help, bro. Yeah, I'm just looking through all this information. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's going to be I really am interested because you know what the best part about this, yeah. That would be Jimmy Butler. No, I would agree. I would really love Jimmy Butler, but yeah, what was I going to say? As a 49ers fan, I am enjoying the notion of just us being on the couch and watching this Super Bowl play out. But I do wish we were there to try and take a shot at it again, but I do kind of take solace in the fact that I have no stake, and I'm kind of rooting for the Packers. Actually, I really like that team, guys. I love Jordan Love. We'll have to see, but I really enjoy how everything's been going there. The farm, yeah. But we'll have to see how this goes. Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, or Eagles, maybe Packers. I agree with all those. I think the Bills also have a chance too. Yeah. I think the Chiefs, I don't know. Their offense has been really bad this year. I feel like they're just going to do better once they get into the playoffs. But yeah. The Lions, I think they're going to do really well. I think they can really kick it this postseason. They just have to secure that number 1 seed, and they're good. The Eagles look really good. I like that team. That defense is great. They just got beat by the Commanders today, but it was impressive. The Bills, I'm just hoping for Josh Allen and the Bills fans' soul that they do it. Could be worse, Carter. You could be a Raiders fan like me. Hey, you guys are about to get what, the number 1 overall pick? Shall we check the tank bowl? Let's check the tank bowl. I mean, oh, no, you're not. Oh, you might not. Hold on. Wait, no, you guys haven't played yet, to be fair. So let me just check. Have the Raiders played yet? Hold on. I need to check this. But yeah, let's see. Too bad about Montgomery. What happened to Montgomery? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, Montgomery, like David Montgomery. But yeah, the Lions are so injured. Like their defense is silly string and duct tape. They got Montgomery injured. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have to be a big bell cow in the backfield. That's going to be important for them. The Raiders. Okay, listen, I'm just going to say this for the record. Johnny, you're probably going to want your team to lose today just so you can get Cam Ward or Shadur Sanders or just somebody good. I honestly thought Antonio Pierce was going to be a good coach. I like Antonio Pierce. It's just, dude, it's been so bad, man. The Raiders have been so bad. And yeah, the Giants are tanking as well. I mean, I love the Tank Bowl, man. It's one of my favorite sports events, even more than some others. I love the Tank Bowl. It's just such a fun event. It's one of my favorite ones. Even if we got first pick, we'll probably end up with another Jamarcus Russell. Oh my gosh, that'd be painful, man. I really do feel bad for Raiders fans because they genuinely love their team and they just don't get any damn love from the management. I mean, yeah, there goes Sam Darnold once again. Who knew that a San Francisco 49er would be saving the Rams today? But yeah, Geno Smith is lighting up the Vikings from the air, though. I don't know what the heck the defense is doing. Brian Flores, come on, do your job. Do your job, Brian. Justin Jefferson is obviously doing what he's always done, being an absolute badass. But yeah, Pierce is not head coach. He's just not. I wanted Mark Davis to mess it up and fire him so that we could like bring him on as the coordinator for the defense. I really wanted him to be a coach for this team, for the 49ers at least. I really liked Pierce. I think he's a good dude. It's just I really thought he was going to do a better job. I thought the defense was going to be better at least with Max Crosby and Wilkins. But yeah, y'all have just had a really bad year. I can't even there's not even another way to put it. Like you guys just had a really, really bad year. You can't even paint a good picture on it. You can't say, oh, no, this could have. No, it was a bad year, y'all. It's not an offense to you guys. You're a younger team, but it's also kind of like, come on now. Yeah, we got a touchdown. Thank you. Bad year, bad decade. I mean, I don't know. Hiring John Gruden was a really big mistake. The Gruden-Mayock era was horrible. You gave Derek Carr an albatross of a contract, even though Derek Carr is not that bad. Mark Davis, I'm sorry, but Al Davis would be pretty mad at his son right now. But yeah, imagine Kirk Cousins back up for the Niners. Oh my gosh, that would be so bad. I wouldn't want to sign him though, because we don't need that on the cap. I mean, I get that the Falcons have to pay his guaranteed money, but it's also kind of like, I don't want to pay this dude. I really don't want to bring him on. I mean, he's an old man. I would prefer just to have some random schmo behind Brock Purdy, but we'll have to see, obviously. How are they doing? Yeah, we scored, and we kicked a field goal. Did he miss? Oh, no, he got it. Okay, cool. Our defense is so bad. Like, what are we doing? The defense is terrible. And George Kittle. George, please don't leave. Please don't leave, George. Deebo, you can go. Don't even come back, dog. I think Deebo Samuel, you're a good player, bro, but you have been playing like ass. No cap. You've been horrible. Ricky Pearsall, good job. You're having you got shot, so I won't get too mad at you, but come on now. Dolphins have been okay, but no, they've been okay. But our defense has been horrible. Like, we are such a bad defense. It's not even funny. Like, Nick Sorensen should never have been hired as the defensive coordinator. I was a firm believer we should have gotten our defensive line coach. I mean, we're not a great secondary. We have Diamador Lenore, Talanoa Hufanga, and Charvarius Ward. We have decent defensive backs, but I'm keeping it real. Like, our greatest strength is as our defensive line. And Javon Hargrave's probably going to get cut. Nick Bosa, I don't even know if he's going to be around. We might actually talk about trading him. And we are just stuck with so many albatrosses on this team. So many albatross contracts that are going to cause problems for us. I mean, and James Cook is absolutely ripping up the Patriots right now. We are killing the Patriots. So call the dogs off. Call the dogs off. Send in the National Guard. As a wise man once said. But yeah, hold on. The Warriors don't have much to talk about. I mean, the Giants, I really want us to go get Corbin Burns, bro. Like, what are we doing right now? I know we still have Corbin Burns, Pete Alonso, and Alex Bregman. And what do those three men all have in common? Johnny, say it with me. What do all three of those men, Alex Bregman, Pete Alonso, and Corbin Burns, what do those men have in common? They all work, or they're agents, clients of Scott Boras. They work for Scott Boras, or they're agented by Scott Boras. I mean, man, this is one. Okay, hold on. I got to get this up on the screen. We got a tank bowl, gentlemen. This is a great tank bowl this year. We have a really competitive tank bowl this year. I mean, we have the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New York Giants. We have the Tennessee Titans also in contention. We have Cleveland and New England. We have a lot of great tank bowl this year, gentlemen, ladies. It's going to be very impressive to see how all that goes. But another thing, Bryce Young played super well today. That guy he's been doing so much better, and I'm really impressed with the guy and how much he's been handling adversity. I mean, he led his team to 36 points today. He played absolutely fantastic. He was rushing for some yards as well. I mean, he wasn't impressive, but he was certainly much better than he has been. Kyler Murray got sacked 3 times. I mean, and he got absolutely decimated. But yeah, if we'll get Burns. I want Roki too, though. Call me greedy. I don't care. No, that's absolutely reasonable. I would love to get Roki Sasaki. He would be an absolute treat of a player to get. I mean, that's just the future. That's everything else. And I would literally lose my mind over that alone. But but Burns has to be a priority, obviously, because he's Corbin Burns, and I think he's really good. And I think most people would consider him really good, but Corbin Burns should be the priority. And I think Roki would be he would be the icing on the cake. But right now, gentlemen, we have a very competitive tank bowl this year. We have the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders in tough contention against one another. We need to see if one team will win out over the other. And right now, it looks like the Raiders are going to mess up their tank because they are leading 19-14 as of right now. And right now, I can't speak. Jesus. I can't speak. Yeah, I'll stop now. But yeah. Oh, man, I really am going to enjoy this year's Tank Bowl. It's going to be so fun. Super Tank Bowl. These are I've used to pray for times like this. I used to pray for them. It's always fun to just watch the Tank Bowl. Let's see. The Seahawks are pushing. Man, Sam Darnold has been having – that dude's been having an incredible year. Like a legitimately MVP caliber year. I do wonder where he's going to go, Sam Darnold. Like, he could go anywhere he wants. There's always going to be a team that'll take a flyer on him. Raiders can't even lose correctly. That's pretty that's that's pretty sad, man. Like, dude, and the problem is they don't have Trevor Lawrence, so there's no chance that there's no way that the Jaguars win, do they? The Jaguars. Oh yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. is really good, by the way, for all those wondering. Man, that guy is so good. What the heck? Then you have a bunch of other scrubs on that team. Brock Bowers is obviously a stud of a tight end, and honestly, Hall of Famer. No, I'm kidding. Not Hall of Famer, but he looks really damn good right now. The Raiders, though, dude, Brock Bowers is like having this really nice car in a house that's burning down. There are really, like, seriously, Brock Bowers is so good. He's like a freaking Lamborghini for that offense, but the Raiders are just so bad. They just can't do it, dude. Like, it's impossible. But yeah, I need to make sure that my phone's turned down. That Raiders foul. Oh my God, that was a horrible game. Even though the Falcons won, that felt like they lost. Man, Falcons, imagine if they lost. No, that would have been cooked. Like, I'm sorry, but the Falcons and the both teams lost that day. That if that's not a greatest game, I don't know what is. That is one of the worst games of football I have ever seen. Like, genuinely, that's a horrible game of football. No one should give any respect to that whatsoever. I mean, that was horrible. Michael Penix Jr., though, he had a good game today. He only threw one interception. They were mostly putting the onus on Bijan and Tyler Algier. Darnell Mooney also did well today with Drake London. Kyle Pitts, is Kyle Pitts a draft bust? Maybe. He might be a draft bust. Malik Neighbors did well today. Let's see who did well defensively today. Matthew Judon, Caden Ellis, a couple other guys on the defense for Atlanta. Man, that's crazy. Like, no penalty. That penalty, though, Raiders got – they definitely got – I mean, the NFL's product of refereeing nowadays is so bad it's not even funny. I mean, yeah, they get very – the Chiefs definitely get a lot of help too. It's just the penalties that happen in the NFL nowadays are so bad, and it's not even, like, joking. Hold on. I need to, like, turn on my my little light in the window. But, yeah, the NFL officiating can be some of the worst in the game, in any sports game. It's pretty bad. But, hey, let's see. The Lions did well today. Caleb Williams did pretty valiantly, even though he put up 39 on his QBR. Jared Goff has been burning people through the air as of late. Cal Bear, go Bears. Jahmyr Gibbs ripped it up today. Jameson Williams is maybe living up to his potential as a player. Amon-Ra St. Brown is absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's a great player, no doubt. Sam Laporta is playing okay. Keenan Allen, man, what a dude. That guy's like 33, I believe, 32, and he's still cooking people in the secondary. Hell of a player. Looking at other stuff, Brian Branch played well today. He was tackling everything. Man, but that defense for the Lions has been ripped up to shreds. Jesus. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a shorter show today, y'all. But yeah. Oh, man, I'm looking at all these scores, the NFL scores today. It's very interesting to look at. Man, the Colts almost blew another lead, which would have been very funny. The Bengals absolutely crushed the Browns under their boot. Listen, I know that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are having like Jerry Rice, like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are having like Jerry Rice, Joe Montana seasons, and they have not gotten any help. You knock a pass down from a QB and you barely brush his helmet with your arm and it's roughing the passer. So lame. It can be very lame. Like, I get you're trying to protect quarterbacks, but you got to be consistent with how you referee roughing the passer. It's just it's a controversial penalty and you got to get better at it. But back to what I was saying, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are literally having seasons similar to Jerry Rice and Joe Montana, and they can't do anything. The team around them sucks. It's just unreal. The defense is horrible. The offense is only doing as much as they can. And come on, man. Like, seriously, you have 2 generational talents on your team. Do better. And also check out Saquon Barkley. I got to check out how he's been doing. Is he going to get the rushing title? Will he get the rushing title? Will Saquon Barkley get the rushing title? He's got 2 more games to prove it. I mean, he's got around 1,600, almost 1,700 yards. I think he's going to absolutely gash the Cowboys. And I think that the Giants are also going to get absolutely destroyed by him. I mean, he might win the rushing title this year. Heck of a thing. He'll get the MVP. I mean, I don't know about that. I think Allen, I was going to say him or Allen. I think that Josh Allen has just been so incredible this year. It's tough to say it should go to anybody else. But if there's one guy who has like a pretty good case for MVP this year, you'd probably say that it would be Josh Allen. I think that that's whatchamacallit. Sorry, let me just find something. Josh Allen. Lions fake fumble touchdown to the pass. Oh my gosh, dude. Dan Campbell is really drawing up some maniacal shit in his meetings, I swear. But yeah, Josh Allen has been absolutely incredible this year. I mean, it's hard to say that he doesn't deserve it, but Saquon Barkley, you could easily say he deserves it. It's just the way Josh Allen is impacting his team is a little greater than Saquon. It's not anything to Saquon because he's been fantastic. It's just it's very tough to give the MVP to a position player rather than a quarterback because quarterbacks can affect more. And to be fair, though, Barkley has helped his team win so many games this year. But we'll have to see. I do think that the Bills will win out. We'll have to see about that, but let me check. The Bills are probably going to win out. I mean, I think they'll win out. I don't think that the Patriots are going to beat them today, and I think the Bills will beat their next bits of competition. I think they'll beat the Jets. I mean, they're playing the Jets and the Patriots. I mean, the Jets are a meme, and the Patriots are just bad. Vikings win. All right, there you go. I mean, that's another one bites the dust for the Seahawks. I mean, we'll have to see, but hey, listen, I think I'm going to stop right here, but it's been a great show. I appreciate you all for coming to talk to me. I'm sorry I've been sick for the past few days. I haven't been able to talk to you guys and do other stuff. I appreciate the love, though. It's good to be back. But I got other things to do today, and I appreciate all the love, though. So I'm promising to do better, y'all. But I appreciate the love as always, though. See it.
You've been watching the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, a Northern Lights Entertainment broadcasting station.